Hey guys, it's Lori, your Cheeky Crafter, and I'm going to be working through the Stamps of Life November 2021 card kit, which is titled the Yippee collection, like Yippee! And I've also got the Pocket 2 Stamp and Die set that I get with the Die Hard Club members. So what I did here is I took the Gina K Sunshine stencil and Gina K Lemon Drop ink, created this little background with the sun, and then I'm going to stick it on the back of the pocket that I cut out from the paper pad. And then I'm going to use the blue and yellow cardstock, which their names are actually Sunshine and Ocean. Those are Stamps of Life cardstock colors. Put that all together, and this first card is just really quite simple. So it's got a pocket full of sunshine. I'm going to add a few of these clouds that came in the kit, since, you know, clouds go up in the sky with the sun. And there's my first card, and of course I made two. For the second card, I took the paper that's got the pockets on it and attached it to the front of a A2 size card. Then I took the die cut for the pocket and cut it out through the card, the front of the card itself. So what I'm going to do here is create a little gift card pocket, but have it, you know, go through on the back side. So I've got this down. I've got double-sided tape on the back. I'll peel the tape off. And then I'm going to flip the card over to put this in there so that I make sure it gets lined up correctly, because nothing would be worse than to have it not line up right. So once you've got it in there, you can kind of feel where the paper catches. And then I'm just going to bend those places down, put the card back, and then it's all good to go. And you can see where they can slip money inside, or gift card, or whatever they want to do. Then I just stamped out a little tag that says a pocket full of money, popped it up, and there's card number 2. And again, I made 2 of them. So on to card number 3, and I used the Get Well die to cut it out, and I'm going to use some ribbon here as well. Now, one of the things, I just love the red, white, and blue combination. Maybe it's because I'm American, I don't know, but I really do like the red, white, and blue combination. So that's what I've done here with this card, and you can see where I've cut the pocket out of the red and then the Get Well out of the navy. And this really is just to, I'm sorry, that's not navy, it's called Midnight, and the red is called Poppy. Anyway, so you can see where I've cut that out. I'm putting in the little hugs die there to make it kind of look like the tag on the pocket of jeans sometimes. Let you see like Levi or Wrangler. Then I'm just going to attach that onto the front. But that's cutting them out of your cardstock that's going to be covered up anyway is a great way to extend the life of your supplies. So I highly recommend doing that. Then I'm just putting some art glitter glue on the back of that and putting it on there, and I'm going to tie a little bow here. I thought I would do a bow. I didn't cut myself enough ribbon, so I'm just going to do a single tie. You can see I'm trying to do a bow, and it's just not happening. So I'm just going to do that little single tie there, snip the edges, grab a glue dot to attach it, and then put it in the top right of the pocket there. And I did make 2. Now you can see I forgot to put it on the actual card base, so I do that real quick. And then there you go, and you'll see that I've got 2 cards. For this card, I used a sketch from Sugar Sketch. It's labeled as SPDSSO8. So you can see I'm just getting the background paper using that hugs. Then I've got the smaller paper and use my corner rounder on the 2 edges there. So I'm going to put that together, then get that onto the card front. Then I'm going to add a little banner across the front that's got stamped out birthday wishes. And this is just a banner that was cut, and then I used my scissors to just give it that tail. Add a little piece of cardstock to keep it level across there, and then add one of the pockets from the cutout paper. And this is probably one of my favorite cards from the batch, and I did make 2. For this card, I used another sketch from Sugar Sketch. This one is SPDSSO7. And I'm sorry I don't have a picture. I was looking at it online, so I don't have a printed picture to put there beside the card so you can see how it's done. But you can certainly look these up as well, the card sketches. Online, again, that's Sugar Sketch. So now I'm using Love from Lizzie peel-offs and just putting those in between each of the paper strips there. And you can see that I didn't go all the way across on that middle. That's because I'm going to have a pocket that's going to cover part of that up, so I didn't have to worry about wasting all of a whole strip. So now that I've got that together, I'll put it onto the card front, and then I can add the embellishments to it. And what I've got here is the smaller pocket that I cut out with, and then I stamped it with hugs. I'm just going to put that onto a white background so it'll show up against those two striped papers. And then I've got some of the included hearts from the kit, and I'm just going to add those in right there beside it. And I'm just, again, using the art glitter glue to attach those. And once they dry, they're stuck on there pretty solid. And again, I made 2 cards. So for this card sketch, I'm using Sweet Sunday number 300. And you can see I've taken that small die and cut out some circles there. Those I'm going to use like the little attachments on jean pockets, the little rivets, that I think that's what they're called. Anyway, so I've cut some paper here that says Yippee, and I'm going to once again add some Love from Lizzie peel-off stickers to kind of highlight those edges. Love from Lizzie, by the way, is a UK-based company, but they do ship worldwide. And when their prices are really great, I think, even with the shipping cost. So I'll get that added to the card front. And then you see I've got the pocket cut out of the Midnight cardstock. Actually, that might be Blueberry, sorry. I'm going to get that attached there. And then I've got the word, here's where I'm going to use those circles that I cut out earlier and put them in each of the corners of the pocket, just to kind of make it look like the pockets look on jeans. Then I've got the word Yippee that I die cut. That was one of the dies included. And I'm going to put that together. I cut the Yippee out of the Ocean cardstock, and I'm going to add it to just a plain white cardstock background and then attach it to the card. And so that's this one, and I did make 2. Okay, this card I am using a sketch from Operation Right Home, which also goes by the initials OWH, and it's number 218. And so it's got several pieces that you put together. I've chosen to add layers to them. You don't have to. You can see where I cut the banner out of the blue, and then I started to put the lighter blue onto the darker blue and realized, oops, that's not the right way. So I had to fix that right quick. So once I get that attached, then I'll start to assemble the rest. And this is just going to go across the bottom of the card. And then the rectangle that you see over to the left that says hugs will go on top of that. And I'm actually going to add some extra cardstock on the back of this, just so it doesn't have that dip or that bump. Because once you add layers to your cardstock, of course, you can, when you get too many, you get where you can see it dipping in and stuff. So I've got that added there. And then I will get this banner added. And I'm going to add another little scrap piece of cardstock there as well. And then I'm going to add a die cut that says thanks in just plain white cardstock. And this die cut is a Stamps of Life die cut. I just don't know if it's still available because I've had it for so long. It's one of my favorite word dies because you see how nicely it fits in that banner, so it works out great. Then I'm going to add some enamel dots. Now these are, I first pulled the ones from the kit and I said, nope, I don't want to use the turquoise on this blue paper. So in my stash, I have some older blue from Stamps of Life, and I was able to make 2 cards. Okay, for this card, I am using paper play number 50 sketch. And you can see where I've cut out some flowers off of one piece of that paper. This paper color is cantaloupe. And and then I cut a rectangle out of the other one. So I'm going to cover all this up so it won't matter anyway, right? Works out nicely. Then I've got that hugs, and I'm going to apply it to the side again. This is just in line with the sketch. It's not that I'm trying to make this look like a pocket like I did in the others. But here we go, adding that. I'm going to add a little bit of glue so that I can make sure it sticks to the paper and doesn't fall off or come out. And it was a little bit crooked there, so I'm trying to just get it straightened up before I attach it, because once it goes down, it's not coming back up. Then I'll put this onto the card front, or the card base, excuse me. Put my card front on the card base. Then I've got Just Because, and that Just Because sentiment is from Pink and Main Sunny Greetings. And then I'm going to attach it to some banners that I cut out from some Queen & Company foundation dies. And then just attach that along the bottom. I've got another pocket that I've cut out from the paper pack, and I'm just going to pop that up using some foam tape. And then I'm going to add another one of those hearts, and then some of the smaller flowers that were part of the cutout from the vine card, from that A1 size vine card. These are just some small flowers that I cut out of some of the leftover cardstock that I had. And I did make 2 of those. So this time I decided to make a slimline card, and you can see where I cut out the flowers and the vines from that A1 grid card that was included with the kit. And the background I have there, that scallop edge, is actually a pink and main die for slimline cards. So what I've done here is I'm using some of the pockets from each of the, or from the paper pack that you can cut out, and I'm just attaching the vines, looking to put this one in the center, on the back side, just so that I get them the way that I want them before I put the pocket down onto the card. And then I'm going to go back and add the flowers onto each one. And this is going to take a little bit of time, so I'm going to just jump to the end when they're all together. And I'm actually going to add some of those turquoise dots into the center of each of the flowers as well. So I'll attach one of the flowers, and then I'm just going to jump to so that you can see what it looks like when it's all said and done. So now I'm just adding my last enamel dot there, or clear dots, I'm not quite sure what you call them. Then from the sentiment sticker sheet, I found one I wanted to use here. And so I'm going to peel off the sticky back and just put this across the bottom. It says, "You're the best kind of friend." And then I've got another one that says, "Wishing you a wonderful birthday." And these turned out really nice. I really like them. And so this actually turned out to be my least favorite card that I made. I made it cutting out the A1 frame with the vines and then adding the flowers and the dots. But like I said, it was my least favorite, so I only made the one. And now here's a look at all of the cards I made. It's a total of 19, so it's 10 designs, 2 of each except for the one, so it's 19 total cards. I hope you enjoyed watching my video. Thank you.